Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back. We are playing Parklife and we've finished off this maybe finished it off, but finished it off for now. It's looking good. We've done most of what we need to do over here. I actually think there is room for two things. A bit of a road from here underneath there tying in over here, and then a little bit more residential in that area, because we seem to not see we don't have enough residential. Well, I want more residential so our population can continue to grow. So for this road, I'm just going to grab something fairly small, something like this, right? And I most certainly am going to drop that onto the ground. Okay, and we'll just gonna start it off like that. Perfect. And now I'm going to need to pretty aggressively run it through here. Something. If we do it here, that's fine. That is actually perfect. So if we run it through there, I think that's gonna be decent. So we'll do that kind of thing. Actually, maybe what we should instead do is not run it this way, but run it in a parallel context over here. So what I'm thinking of is let's run something like, if we start it over here and we run it something like that. Just pause that just for a second. Just so we see what we're getting up to here. So that's actually then okay, let's pull that back, and what I'm keen on doing is let's try it from here again. Yeah, I think that's okay. So if we run it through there now, that's actually pretty close. We're going to try it through here one more time and actually run it like so. Perfect. Like that. Okay. And then I am keen to do what exactly? Like that, potentially. And then what we'll do is we'll use move it to try and give it a bit of a bit of a twist, right? Is that kind of okay? It looks kind of okay. Alternatively, if we straighten this thing back up again, right? If we straighten that thing straight up again, and we do this, yeah, that's not. That looks very weird, but actually pretty interesting too at the same time. Okay, let's stick with that for now, and let's quickly fill in a little bit more over here. Actually, this is not quite. To be honest, you know what? Just get rid of that, and what we could do is actually I'm gonna run a bit of commercial over here. Okay, so grab me this and we'll run the commercial kind of like so. And then we're gonna run this over here, and what we could do is we're just gonna allow walkways through there. So we'll fill that one up on that side, we'll fill that up over there, and we can even do a slither like that. Maybe not. So we'll give it a bit of room. So something like that, yeah, filling that in over there. I think that is a decent infill that we're talking about. This road over here is not actually getting much on it, so what we'll do is we'll just do the same infill over there. We will fill in a few more pieces like so. We could do that one. And I'm suggesting we do all of this. Let's do a little bit more of this. Yeah, let's get rid of that. Let's do that. Let's do a bit of that, a bit of this, and a bit of that. Okay, let's start seeing that fill in for us, and let's quickly have a look. Is this all still part of that? Pretty much, though this is olive. So we'll do that. Okay, now that is going to fill in this area a little bit more. Fill in that. Looks pretty good. Pretty close to where everything is happening. Oh, what I quickly want to do is I want to actually add a bit of a walkway thing through here and a bit of a walkway thing through there. Right, so people can actually walk to the intersection there. And potentially what we could do is we could tie the whole thing up on the other side. Yeah, maybe not. No, that's okay. Should be fine. If we wanted to, we could connect straight through the middle over here. Not that, and then we can actually put a pedestrian crossing. Yeah, let's do that. Let us do that. So let's grab, oops, this spot right over there. We'll run it through there. And I'm going to grab a pedestrian crossing right over here. So they can actually cross to the other side, connect onto this thing, you know, all those kind of things. Okay, let's get rid of this. Okay, finish up that. Things are filling in. That area is nice and parked full of people. So what I'm thinking is probably worth us doing some other form of industrial complex. And I'm almost tempted to run a bridge over to this side to have a little something over here. You know what we're missing? Oh yes, let's get some water. We're missing some water. You know what we are missing is we haven't done we haven't actually done the excuse me. We haven't actually done the theme park. So we don't have a theme park. Why is this not having any water? Is that what? Is this something I filled in pretty recently? Not too sure. Anyway, let's give them some water over here. How's everything else doing? This thing, lots of people hanging out over here. The stream looking pretty good. People making use of the U-turn over here. That's pretty cool. This is filling in and increasing in density a little bit. Yeah, so our inner city area, if we let's just let me just try and, why can't I? Aha, there we go. So that's looking pretty good. What I do think is we should get some tree line going on around this main road into the inner city here. But really, we're doing so well in terms of traffic. There's almost no traffic on any roads. Really, there's almost no traffic whatsoever. Airport is doing its thing over here. It's got some parking, but even that not quite filled up. These parking spots not quite filled up. This area is looking pretty good with its little bit of a stepped approach. Not a bad little area with a view over the zoo over here. It's got its connection to the metro over here. These areas stepping in through there with a bit of a utility complex. I like it. It's really filling in quite nice. The piece that I'm thinking of, so I'm quite keen on us getting a bit of a theme park going at some point, but also maybe a little bit of industrial is something I'm keen on. Is a bit of industrial stuff. So what I'm kind of wondering is if we should do a bit more of an industrial area over here close to the port. We could at some point do a bit of a rail section. So that is our industrial line. It actually just runs into here. Yeah, okay, well, we'll see. Let's quickly have a look. So let's see what kind of resources we have over here. So we couldn't do more of this. So we can do more of these facilities over here. A little bit of farming maybe at some point. A little bit of an oil industry. We have a little bit of oil over here that we're dealing with. We have a little bit of a forestry area over here too. Yeah, there's a ton of stuff happening over here though. That's quite interesting. But maybe what we should do is actually continue this one up here and then make use of that. Okay, so let's quickly see. This is pretty steep stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the this tool, and what we'll do is we will select a level over here somewhere, okay, and then we will try and oops, let's select like a level over there somewhere, and what we'll do is we'll try and run it through that way. Wow, that is pretty extreme. So maybe what we'll do is we'll select a level over there and we'll try and fill it up a little bit. Hang on, what is something like a softened terrain or slope terrain? So how do I do this? Create a slope on the terrain from the current height to the desired height. Click with the secondary mouse button to set the slope location. Then click the primary mouse button to drag to adjust it. Okay, well, let's see if I know how this works. Is that the kind of thing that we're doing? I think that can work. Okay. And then what we'll do is we'll kind of select about a bit of a level over here, and we'll run it through that side, and then we'll then we'll have to run it down here again. So if we then do this, and we'll click it there, and we'll that seems to be working, and this is probably a good way of actually running a bit of road. Okay, so what I'll do now is I'm going to just run this thing. So that would be a bit of a cut, an engineering cut through there to get that to work. So let's grab our roads. Oh, you know what? I forgot about our parallel road tool. Let's do same as selected. Thank you. And how far do we want them apart? 32 maybe. I need to enter it, and let's try it. Oh, perfect. 32 is the one. Okay, so let's just move this thing out of the way, so it's not in our way exactly. Okay, now let's do this. There we go. Excellent. So there, it looks pretty good, to be honest. And even this slope over here is not too bad. Ooh. Anyway, I just need to kind of tie these two together over here. That didn't quite work. Okay, so we'll just tie in that little piece over there. Oh, I didn't turn it around. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Let's switch that thing off. So let's just tie that one in, and now I just need to flip them around. See, I don't use the parallel road tool all that much, and that's why I keep forgetting to do things. Now I have to go through tons of this. Yeah, that would have been better if I just fixed that from the start, so we don't have this. What is going on over here? Little bit of stuff going on. could have been a little better, but that's just a little slither. We may, oh, and here's another piece. We may just drop them down a little bit. So what I'm thinking, right, if I use move it, okay, and I do that, and I'm just gonna start dropping these pieces just a tad, like so. Right, that's at least a little bit. Something like that. They don't have to be exactly on the same level. Just gonna put that off of the road there. Move it out there. Okay, that's fine for now. I'm not gonna kind of clean up a lot of that. That's an interesting piece. So now what we could do is we need to have maybe a little bit of a layout here to do some industrial work. So let's pause it just for a second and we'll put a bit of an industrial layout on over here, a bit of an industrial layout. Something like, let's do that as a starting point, and then what we'll do is we'll get some of these road connections to run through there. How's this going? Okay, so potentially what we need is something that runs down here. Like that. Like that. And what we'll do is we'll tie that in like so. We'll do the neighboring one over here. No. No. On the ground, please. Okay, bring that in just like so, and then something like that. But maybe what we'll do is we'll just drop that down a little because that's looking funny. This is okay. Similarly, I'm gonna run some stuff over here. So from that perspective, let's just get that down to, oh no, yeah, to, let's get that. Okay, so now let's tie this one in here. Excellent, so that's working. So this is going to be a bit of our industrial layout right here. And we'll do the same thing. Like so, and we'll see about tying that like that. Just do. There we go. Nice. I kind of like that little. Let's make sure to connect this one through there. Okay, so that's kind of what I think our layout will be like. And now the question is, can we run something straight through the top over here? So if we do something like that, that actually works. It's not too bad, that. Okay, and then the question is, do we finish it off over here somewhere? So let's just run maybe about straight up here. Okay, so now let's try and do that. There we go. That's our industrial layout. What we could do is we could actually squeeze in a little bit more over here somewhere. That's going to be about it. What's going on? Oh, package saving. Okay. If we do say something like that. Yeah, perfect. Let's do that. And let's tie these two together over here. And that's going to be, this is going to be our industrial layout. Excuse me, again. Okay, so with that as our industrial layout, I'm tempted to have a one-way circulation that we can somehow interchange onto this road network, and that is important to potential. Yeah, we're going to have to tie it back over to that side somehow. So what I'm thinking is we're going to come over the top and then we're going to run underneath and join there, and this one will just have to so we'll have to come over the top, come down. Yeah, that's what we'll do. It's going to be a bit of a complex situation. Okay, so how are we going to tie this thing together? I'm quite keen on getting that sorted out. Service road? I think service road is what I'm after. And to be honest, for service road, it would be better if I actually just include the service road. Let's do that. So let's, what I'm going to do is I'm going to dump this entire piece. We're going to rerun it. Okay, so now go back, okay, put on this one, and now I need to add, let's add one, and we'll add one more, okay, so now, actually, okay, so yes, so the first one is going to be one of these. Just going to be a one lane. And that one is also going to be, what is it called? What is this called? A highway ramp. A highway ramp. See, these things aren't alphabetic, so how on earth am I going to get my highway ramp? See, having this in alphabetic order would make much more sense to me, so that I can actually find what I'm looking for. Highway ramp, highway ramp, highway ramp, highway ramp. That's crazy. Can I go up? That's really bad. Hang on. Can we just get this? Okay, so I've got highway ramp selected over there. Is there... Jeez, this is not good. This is very difficult. Highway ramp elevated. Why? Highway elevated. Highway ramp slope, highway ramp tunnel, highway slope. What does highway ramp slope mean? What about just highway ramp? Highway ramp. Oh my goodness. Highway. Highway slope, highway ramp tunnel, hydropower plant, highway ramp. There we is. There we is. Okay, so the first one is, I think, just gonna be like maybe a 16. Then it's gonna be 16 plus 32 is 48. And then that plus that is actually, I think that's correct. So let's see. Oh, and now let's make it 20, and then it'll be 52, and then it'll be 62, 72, yeah. Like so. Excellent. I think that is pretty much perfect. And to be honest, I'm just going to do it like that. Why? Two-lane highway. Why are you in the air? Can I undo? I cannot undo. You shouldn't be in the air, guys. I don't like the idea of having you in the air there. We have everything. You should all be on the ground. And we're just saying 2-lane highway, fine. Okay, so we'll tie these in. Right, at least I've got a service road up and running now. But what I need to do now is I actually... Okay, so switch that off for now. Switch off the beta tool. What is this? Toggle snapping to existing nodes. Yes, I could have done that. Okay, so let's just... Okay, what's going on? How do I get rid of this thing? Something's funny. Why are you... What's going on? Can I switch that off? How do I get rid of this? Something's wrong. Okay, I think we've done it. Now. Okay. Oh, no. Anyway, I'll leave it there, and it's almost kind of the end of the episode, and we'll fix it from there. For now, what I'm going to need to do is... Oh, it's not switching off. Okay, anyway, we're just going to move to this. And... Come on, guys. And what I want to do is make sure that we're putting that... Ah, that's actually working. Oh, and again... Okay, excellent. That's being sorted out. So something's funny with this tool. Wonder if there's another one that's not the beta anymore that's going to work better. Anyway, our service road thing is kind of sorted now. I'm going to need to get rid of some of these. We'll get rid of a bit of that on this side. Probably going to get rid of a little of this and a bit of that as well. So let's put that back in there. Can I just get rid of this thing? Come on, something's not working. That's not working. Okay, I'll have to fix that some way. I'll have to go out of the game and come back in and see how we can sort that out. But what I'm keen on doing is actually getting, potentially doing all of these as one-way type systems, and then we feed these two in and out of this, right? And that's the one-way loop that goes around. And then, yeah, absolutely. And then these two would be the one-way loop that goes in this way. Oh, I love it. I love it. And we can make some more connections between all of that. That's going to be cool. I'm going to like that idea. And then this is going to be a bit of an extra industrial. And this can actually run into this area also. As long as we can kind of maintain all of our access points to this. And we're going to need to do the same on the other side. So let's get that running up and running again. I can still not get rid of this in any way, shape or form. If I get rid of all of that and I switch it off, it's still a bit of an issue. Still a bit of an issue, but at least now I should be able to sort out what I want to sort out over here. So if I go this and I say one-way traffic, please, and now I'm saying, oh, and I wanted to do, so if we do that, no. Excellent, there we go. Why? Don't understand why it decides that it wants to go in the opposite direction from what I wanted to do. And if I do it this side, no difference whatsoever. Okay, so that's the first one. Okay, the next one is going like that. And potentially what we'll do is we will run this one down here, and come on, and like so, and then I'll put that back and we'll run that through there. Yeah, so there we go. That's gonna actually work, I think. Nice. Now the only thing that I'm kind of tempted in saying is that this, we should probably not have this road over here. That is probably a little bit of a, that is problematic for us. Instead, we should just kind of provide access, you know, off of that. So let's get that. Okay, so let's get rid of this road, which was a guiding road to start with, so that's okay. Yeah, potentially we're going to need. It's an interesting one. We'll see. Maybe it's not the best idea. Okay, so get this thing right, and now let me get that. So if I say do something like that now. Now let's do the move it tools. Okay. So if we move that a little bit over like so. There we go. Ooh, that's not quite right. That's what we'll have to do. There we go. So that's our first one, and I'm tempted to actually start dropping that a little bit. So it's, you know, these are trucks that's going to come down here. So that's the one, and on this side I'm going to put it back. Okay, so oops, not move it. If we do the road piece, okay, so something like that, and then we do move it again, and we start pulling it in a way that kind of makes sense to us. Some way, shape, or form, something like that could do the trick. And then over here, we somehow need to potentially go over the top, huh? So these ones are, so this is this one, and then that is that one. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So let's get this over the top here, and that'll be our last thing for this. I need to turn them around. Okay, I'll turn them around and try and sort out the parallel road tool, and then we'll finish off this section in the next episode, the new industrial area over there. Okay, thanks so much for watching. If you've liked it, hit the button. Tell me what you think of the new industrial area layout and the new connection over there. And yeah, I'll catch you next time. Bye bye.